Hi everyone and welcome this afternoon. We'll be discussing the Beaumont Children this afternoon. They were from Somerton Park. Their parents were Nancy and Jim, whose real name was Grant. On the 25th of January 1966, the children wanted to go down to the beach, and so Jim, the father, took them down, showed them which route, bus route to go on, what was going to happen, when they got off and everything, and to tell them, and to show them how to get back on the bus and take them home. So they had a fantastic day there at that beach on the 25th. The next morning, they went into their parents'. Now, on the 26th of January 1966, well, we all know, all of us Aussies, that's our Australia Day. Okay, so we always party, we always go to the beach, have barbecues, we might have a few drinks around friends. We celebrate Australia Day. So the kids went into their parents' bedroom saying, I want to go to the beach, I want to go down to the beach, And because they had been there the day before, their parents said, okay, you can go down to the beach. Jane, you remember how to get down there, which bus route, what bus route to come back. So 10:10, they went back down to the beach, okay, and they were supposed to be home, around about lunchtime or no later than probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon, because it was going to be a really, really scorcher of a day. And Nancy didn't want her children out in the sun for too long. All right, so the kids arrived down there 10:10. That's what time they hopped onto the bus. It was only a 5-minute bus route down there, and people had said that they had seen them at the beach. They were playing, swimming, laughing, building sandcastles. Everything what a normal child does, all right? So 12 o'clock, Jane and Anna and Grant go into a Wenzel bakery. Now, Jane orders pasties and a meat pie and hands over a £1 note. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because Nancy never gave Jane a £1 note. So where did it come from? Okay. Now, also a postman had come forward and said that when he was on his route at 3 p.m. still delivering mail, he had seen the three children holding hands and laughing, all right, walking along the street, laughing and holding on to hands. So then next thing, other witnesses came forward and told the police, yes, they had seen the children playing, but they were playing with a person that was thin-faced, built man with blonde hair, and he was in his 30s. Okay, so when 1 o'clock came, Nancy thought to herself, okay, well, the kids must be arriving home soon. 3 p.m. came, and she thought, where the hell are they? And she's walking up and down, at the bus stop waiting and everything, which she had done at 1 p.m. She went down to the bus stop waiting for them. And anyway, so when her husband Jim came home, she said to him, the kids aren't home from the beach yet. So Jim hopped in his car, because he was a salesman, right? So he hopped in his car, went down all along the beach and everything, trying to find them. And they kept doing that, and Nancy stayed home just in case the kids had come home, so that she could keep them there. At least someone was home when they came home. So Jim was out looking for him and everything. When he came home and the kids weren't still there, they went down to the police station and reported the kids missing. All right. So next thing, Jim is put into the police car, and driven everywhere all night. Okay. So when Jim was brought back to the house, he couldn't sleep. What parent can? 3 children missing. It's hard enough with 1, let alone 3. So he kept searching up and down, streets, everything, the beach, still looking for him all night. And then next thing, the police are making an appeal if anyone has seen the kids. So that's when all the witnesses came forward with reports on what they had seen and things like that. So, but Nancy remembered that Anna had said to her on the 25th of January that Jane had a new boyfriend. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right. So anyway, so a couple of guys had been questioned about it, but one was 17 years of age. He would have been still living at home. He didn't have a car or anything like that. So where would he put the children? Then there was another man, and his name was Harry Phipps, who is also known to give out £1 notes. Okay, and he also resembled the drawing that was circling the area now that the police had gotten done. Okay, and then later he was discovered to have a sexual interest in children. All right. Hayden, his son, this Harry Phipps' son, had come forward to the police and had told the police he had seen the children. And he had said that he saw them come into his backyard, that they had been in the cubby house. Then they went to near his dad's car, and then they went into the house. Harry was also asked if he heard what his father and the children were saying, and he said no, he was too far away to hear. Okay, now Harry Phipps's house was only 300 metres away from Glenelg Beach. Okay, so that's not that far away at all. And the bakery, Wensley Bakery, know that he always gave out £1 notes. Okay, and he could recognise him straight away. Okay, so also on the day that Jane, Anna and Grant went missing, apparently Jane was carrying a white clipped purse, little money purse. And so that has never ever been found. So when Harry Phipps died in 2004, a man named Stuart Mullen arrived at Harry's house because he wanted to interview Harry's wife Elizabeth about, what happened, between the interrogating and everything with Harry and the police and things like that, because he was writing a book. Okay. Anyway, so Elizabeth invited him in. Things happened, like conversation happened and everything. He was shown down to the basement, and here is a white clipped purse sitting alone on one of the benches. So this Stuart had said to Elizabeth, Jane Beaumont had a purse similar to that. And she went, oh, no. I bought that at an op shop last week. All right. And when he had said something else, she said, I think that you should leave. So Stuart went straight to the police and told them what he had seen. So next few days, the police turned up to have a look at this white clipped purse, and it had been gone. Elizabeth chucked it away. So I think that she was probably scared that she'd be interrogated and everything, because it was hard for her when her husband was still alive, how the whole community treated him and treated her. So she probably was too scared that it was all going to happen once again. All right, so that is where we're up to at the moment. All right, so what happened to him? You know, like people had said that they were buried under this warehouse where Harry Phipps had worked, and apparently people who had purchased it later on didn't want to fork out the money because new cement had been laid down, and they did not want to, rip it up. And so the community raised $40,000 for the cement to be ripped up and dug up, just in case that the bodies were there. Nothing was found. All right, nothing whatsoever. So I'm going to do in the next clip either a dowsing rod or a pendulum, just to see if we can make contact with Jane, Anna and Grant, and just see if it was Harry or where are they? Who took them? Were they killed on that day? Are they still alive? So I hope you can please join me, and just remember, subscribe and hit the notification button so that you will get notified as soon as the next one's delivered. All right, thank you.